What I really liked about this program when Marcia and Jody had first approached me on it is how it humanizes the visitation process for not only the people coming to visit, but for the inmates. A lot of times the first or second visitation for an individual who is in jail it's rough when they have children on the other side. They feel uncomfortable. They're not necessarily sure what to talk about with the children. And this gives them a level playing field where the same books that they may have been reading their children at home, they can do here and read the books while the child is following along on the other side. And I think it just gives the opportunity for them to feel like they're a part of their child's life, something they're missing while they're in jail. And what this also does, by making them feel a little bit better, makes them a little bit happier to be in jail. Let's be honest, nobody's happy to be in jail, but if we can make it a little bit more comfortable, it usually makes for a more respectful, a happier inmate, if you will, which definitely helps for the overall running of the jail and things run smoother.
Public Health has been bringing together community partners on a monthly basis to learn about the new practices throughout the state to improve the mental well-being and resilience of our communities. Some time back, we invited Jim Stewart, the jail administrator, to learn more about family-friendly jail visitation spaces. We understand the importance of strong child and parent relationships and the adverse impacts incarceration can have on that relationship. Our goal was to make some simple changes to the jail space to support the child and the loved one. We made some simple visual changes. We added some visual changes to the walls. We reviewed the visitation hours and added books to the space for parents and children to enjoy during visits. We partnered with the United Way as well to help fund the work.
It was one of those where we wanted to kind of soften the environment here at the jail for children who are visiting their parent or other caregiver. And it's a really, children are kind of the bystander in this situation, and we wanted to soften it a little bit for them. It's a traumatic experience. They're seeing, possibly a parent or other caregiver, a loved one who's in jail, and they don't understand it. And so we started talking with the jail staff, and with that we came up with this idea of having books available for the kids. Out in the waiting area, there's books that they can actually take with them. It's a program of United Way where it's called the Buddy Book Bin, where we have donated books that kids can just take them if they become a beloved book. And then here, actually, in the visiting area, we have paired up books. On the wall, there's one copy, and then on the inmate side, there's another copy so that they can sit down and read together. Not only, as a role within United Way and the Otter County Early Childhood Initiative, we want children to have access to books. Literacy is a huge portion of what leads to the success later in life. And with that, we wanted them to be able to access books. And they're in a crummy situation, inviting or visiting a parent or other caregiver who is in jail, and it's one of those, this just kind of softens that, that traumatic experience of coming to visit someone who may be in jail.
Before I was approached on this, I had heard of some other jails, Douglas County in particular. Captain Jackie Notch down there had told me about the program they had, and it was kind of intriguing to me. And then I was approached by Marcia and Jody, and I thought, yeah, let's try it. It'll be something extremely inexpensive to put together, but the long-term payment on what it could do for the children coming in to visit and the inmates in here is definitely worth the small bit of money we'd have to spend for it.